Okay, welcome back. Last time we had a little bit more of a chill episode. We cleared out the safari zone, then we kind of just went back and got a whole bunch of encounters that I'd missed previously, before I then went to the fighting dojo and made a horrible, horrible mistake, and then a level 36 Primate just cross-chopped Garuda, and just one-shot it, which obviously wasn't exactly ideal for me. Now, I'm going to stock up on some status restoring items, because today we are heading into Silph Co. And, gonna be totally honest, I'm a little bit worried about this one. More accurately, this episode is going to be the Sparky show. This episode is going to be the Sparky the Raichu show, mostly because, quite simply, I feel like my best odds... Okay, so I could add 2 more Pokemon to the team, obviously I have 2 spots left on the team, but I didn't really know what I wanted to add. So for now, I'm just kind of rolling with it, and this could come back to, awfully, awfully affect me in a later bit of the episode, depending on how long this takes. Anyway, basically the strategy that I'm approaching for this is to funnel as much experience as I possibly can into Sparky, and hoping that it can basically solo the rival fight. Because I know my rival will have a Pidgeot, so I know that he has Pidgeot at this point. He'll have Gyarados, so those are both weak to Thunderbolt. He'll still have his Execute, that's weak to Flamethrower. I think this is when his Kadabra evolves into Alakazam, but I know that for this rival fight it doesn't have Psychic, so that makes it a bit less of a threat. And I also know that the fight with your rival at Silph Co is the first time that they have their starter Pokemon in their final form. So now, I also need to worry about a Charizard, which obviously is just a little bit on the scary side, because that Charizard will be level 40. And as you can probably tell by my team's levels being, mid to high 20s, very early 30s, well, high 20s, low 30s, yeah, this could be very, very dangerous. It's entirely possible that I just get to the rival fight, and then it just flamethrowers every single one of my Pokemon and one-shots them. That is entirely feasible. That could happen. Hopefully it won't, but that is a distinct possibility. So pretty much my approach is my general idea is hopefully I can funnel enough experience into Sparky that the levels and the EVs that it'll be getting here will hopefully be enough to just allow it to one-shot the Charizard. After that, I can, kind of let it chill and just take a little bit of a break, because obviously we have plenty of water routes coming up, so Brute Route can do its thing, and we also have the Fuchsia Gym, so Talia would be able to kind of catch up on experience through there. Although, so the following statement is going to be maybe a little bit weird if you haven't played Gen 1, but there are so many Psychic types in the Fuchsia City Gym. I'm pretty sure you fight a roundabout of... Yeah, I feel like you fight more Psychic types than Poison types, or at least close to it. Like, there's a weird number of Psychic type Pokemon in that gym. But hey, we'll get to that when we get to that. So, now let's keep fighting these guys. Also, I went and bought those 20 full heals, primarily just because, okay, that's a Cubone I need to switch out. Basically, I picked up those mostly so I wouldn't have to kind of just run back and forth to the Pokemon Center later. I know that on one of the floors there is a bed where you can just heal, but hey, having 20 full heals for later in the game could come in handy. And also, I do know that I could just run straight up to the 5th floor. I could just run straight up to the 5th floor, grab the card key, run back down to the 3rd floor, go fight the rival, and just go from there. However, I feel like ultimately that's probably not in my best interests, as previously mentioned, because, there's a rival fight up there with a level 40 Charizard. And, yeah, quite frankly, I would quite like to avoid that level 40 Charizard for as long as I possibly can. I mean, realistically, if I was going to do this a bit smarter, I would have, done grinding beforehand. But also, I don't know, I feel like Silph Co's levels are just really kind of strange. because basically there are 2 boss fights in Silph Co. Also, I will be coming back to this floor, I suppose, because we've done everything we can do here for now. Okay, that takes us up to floor number 8. To be totally honest, I'm just going to kind of go floor by floor. I'm going to go floor by floor and just take out absolutely everyone I can. And just kind of funnel as much experience as I can into Sparky. If it hits level 38, I'm going to say 38. I will feel very confident at 38, 39, and that will also still have me very close to, but, well, fairly close to, but not over my level cap of 42. Because, basically, both Sabrina and Koga are the same level. Both of those gyms are roughly the same in terms of power. Although, obviously, if they had a battle, Sabrina would probably just tear Koga to pieces, you know, because psychic types versus poison. But hey, we should be okay. Nice, paralysis comes through. And it just goes for headbutt. We should tank that. And now another Thunderbolt should bring down this Hypno. Hypno should probably give decent EXP, I think, as well. 990, very nice. And his last Pokemon is another Raticate. However, for my own personal safety, I am going to switch out. I'm going to switch out because I know Hyper Fang is a possibility. Okay, that's not exactly ideal for me. Mostly because, you know, well, basically, that's what I'm always worried about. Hyper Fang genuinely scares me in this game. Especially in a Nuzlocke format. Because, honestly, I feel like it's the most dangerous thing Team Rocket do. This is obviously also present in Heart Gold, Soul Silver. Because, realistically, it's a high crit chance move, and it's a stab. So, yeah, it's quite an alarming amount of damage it can potentially do. And Tackle should be enough to finish this off now. I think we should live unless it crits. Okay, yeah, that's... I mean, we did live, but that's, quite a lot of damage. On the plus side, if we manage to get Brute Root up one more level, if we get it up one more level, we will evolve and get Venusaur. I'll just use that on Sparky, mostly because Sparky is, as previously stated, currently the star of the show. However, I will just use some Lemonade to heal up Ivysaur just in case as well. But yeah, pretty much right now it is... what's this? I work for Silph Co. What am I to do? Fair enough. And is there anyone else here? I feel like there should be someone along here. Yeah, I guess there isn't. Okay. Okay, let's grab whatever this is. TM01, Double Kick. So anything that I could normally teach Focus Punch can learn Double Kick. That's kind of handy, I guess. Now... Oh, that just teleported me back here. What a useless teleporter that is. That teleports you like 5 tiles up. Okay. Now... Okay, that's the 5th floor, so let's run back down and clear out floor number 4 first. And TM41, that is a low kick. So normally that is... Torment, I think? Is it? No, Torment's... No, I think Torment is 41. 41. Yeah, because Aerial Ace is 40. That's a 10 out of 10. If you quizzed me on the first 50 TMs in Gen 3, I'd be able to do it. Actually, that could be a fun little thing to throw in at the end of this series. I might do that. Mental note, I could do that. Okay. Also, can we please stop with the Cubones? It's starting to make me feel bad, Team Rocket. Like, you went to Pokemon Tower, killed the Cubone's mother, and I guess kidnapped it to use? Like, that's low even for you guys. Either way, Razor Leaf, sorry Cubone, I know you did nothing wrong, lil buddy. I know you did nothing wrong, lil buddy, but, well, gotta do something about it. And that is a Zubat. Honestly, I'm just gonna go for Tackle and see how much it does. Okay, yeah. Game, you are testing my patience sometimes. But I know that I won't lose. Actually, Zubat might have Wing Attack at this level, does it? It does! Okay, let's switch out. Let's definitely switch out, because I don't want to... Look, I don't want to lose my starter in general. I don't want to lose my starter in general, and I especially don't want to lose it to an embarrassing thing like a Zubat. So let's just go for Psychic and just kind of throw that Zubat into the wall. Splat goes the Zubat. And now we can just keep moving on with our day. Now, let's keep going. Who am I? I'm the person with the Raichu who is just tearing through Silph Co, I suppose. Okay. And what's this guy? Team Rocket has taken control of Silph Co. I mean, yeah, evidently, but that's why I'm here. That's why I'm here, to prevent this from happening. I think in my initial playthrough here, I know in my initial playthrough here, this was where my Growlithe died. I had a Growlithe on my team in my previous playthrough, and it died in... it might have actually been this exact battle, but I would have to go back and double check. Anyway, Sparky hits level 34, that is very good. Another level up, and in comes a Drowsy. And now I just go for Thunderbolt. Gonna be totally honest, I've never... some evolutions make sense, some don't really. I've never really seen much of the... I've never quite understood the evolution of Drowsy to Hypno. That one's always looked a little bit weird to me. I know that obviously they both use hypnosis and put people to sleep, but in general, just in the way those Pokemon look, I don't know, it's never really made much sense for me, I guess. Okay, now that is floor number 10. So this is very much the kind of top of the building here. So for now, we're actually going to be done with floor number 4. So let's quickly run on up to floor number 5. What's this say? It's a Pokemon report. Some Pokemon have been confirmed to evolve when they're traded. Pokemon report. Over 350 Pokemon techniques have been confirmed. No report. Pokemon Lab created Porygon, the first virtual reality Pokemon. What? There shouldn't be any kids here. Fair, but probably shouldn't. This is effectively an office building. But also, buddy, you are a juggler. Why are you here? What were you? Were you working for Silph Co Entertainment? Did they need a juggler for their board meeting or something? What was happening here, buddy? Either way, just flamethrower now. Not gonna lie, having flamethrower on a Raichu it's been weird but very satisfying. I don't know why, and that is a Mr. Mime. This is actually one of the very, very few Mr. Mimes you actually fight in the game. Genuinely, I think outside of legendaries, Mr. Mime might be the rarest Pokemon in Kanto. Actually, no, wait, sorry. Lapras probably is. I think there's one person with one in the entire game. I mean, to be fair, Gengar is very rare. Dragonite, obviously. Machamp is very rare. Obviously, it's kind of cheating to say the fossil Pokemon, because, yeah, they're fossils. Now, this guy, let's see what he has. He has a Magneton. So this should be Sparky going up to level 35, probably after this. Just blasts it with the flamethrower. And hopefully, honestly, the target of roughly level 37, 38, that I would feel somewhat comfortable with, I feel like that may be attainable. However, I'm not playing any games with coughing, so I'm just going to Psychic it. I'm not playing any games with coughing at this point in the game, mostly because coughing and or wheezing, same with Voltorb and Electrode. This is roughly around about the time when I think they start exploding, and quite frankly, I would quite like to prevent that from happening. As, if these things are not exploding, that is very good for my safety. In general, explosions aren't exactly good for my health, but also they're very not good for my Pokemon's health, because the way Self-Destruct and Explosion work in Generation 3 is they split the target's defense in half, and then they calculate the damage. So basically, Explosion in Gen 3 is absolutely busted and might as well be a guaranteed kill. Okay, so they heard a random kid was wandering around. Hi buddy, that's me, what's going on? And, okay, this guy has an Arbok. This will more than likely have Intimidate, I believe, which won't make any difference for Sparky because all of her moves are special, which is maybe a little bit counterintuitive because we have Brave Nature. honestly, that brave nature kind of scares me a little bit. Because I know that it's entirely possible I will get to a point where I will need to outspeed something, and that brave nature could be... Like, that brave nature could be the determining factor of life or death for that Pokemon. And yeah, I don't really want to have to worry about that. However, we now do that, and we now run on over here and grab a card key. This card key will give us access to basically everything. And while I'm here, let's quickly just open up this. This was where we picked up the TM for Double Kick earlier. And while we're here, let's also open up this and grab a protein. That's a physical attack boost. Nice, nice, nice. Those thugs that took over our building. Their boss said he was looking for strong Pokemon. I hope our president managed to avoid trouble. Okay, so this is kind of where the story kicks in, I guess. How else quickly see what this person also has to say. Team Rocket's in an uproar over some intruder. That's you, right? Yeah, I'm the random kid who just turned up and happens to have a card key. And has, you know, been kind of just annihilating all of the guys on the lower floors with a Raichu. Okay, this guy has a Hypno. I don't think Hypno will have Psychic at this point. I don't think it should. I'm fairly certain it doesn't get Psychic until really weirdly late. I feel like that's a very common thing in Gen 3. Pokemon either get their like special move either really early or really weirdly late. Like, I don't know why, but I feel like that's a very common recurring thing in Gen 3. I mean, obviously, it still happens in a lot of gens, but in Gen 3, I think I notice it the most. Okay, so, up we go to floor number 6. So that is 6 floors up, there is 10 floors in this building, and we just got that guy, that rotten president, serves him right for shipping me the Tixie branch. What's the Tixie branch? Anyway, that's why Team Rocket came after us, I'm sure of it. I mean, I don't know what the Tixie branch is. Like, I assume Tixie is supposed to be a place, but I genuinely don't know. Now, let's just blast him with Flamethrower. I'm going to have to actually stop using Sparky soon, because we are starting to run out of PP. Which, to be fair, if there's one reason for me to have to stop using a Pokemon, the fact that it bodied absolutely everything in its path, the fact that it destroyed everything in its path to the point at which it ran out of moves to use, I think that's a pretty solid reason to stop, you know? Just like, hey, I destroyed everything. Like, Raichu by itself has wiped out like 40 Pokemon at this point. To be honest, it has destroyed Team Rocket at this point. Okay, Magneton comes in. I do want to keep a hold of a Flamethrower or two, just in case of Magnetons. Because, obviously, Magneton is part Steel-type. Which is, you know, simultaneously giving me a lot of experience, and also, that's just a regular Magnemite. Sure, I'll just Flamethrower. I'll just go for a regular Flamethrower on the Magnemite, even though I probably don't need to. I probably could have just Thunderbolted, but at the same time, Steel types are going to be a lot less common than, you know, a, Poison type, especially in Gen 1. Steel type is borderline non-existent here. Oh, it's in Russian no man's land. So, weirdly enough, they mention that there has never been any reference to Tixie ever again, I don't think. I'm relatively certain that there hasn't been. Okay, that's floor number 4, so I'll come back. Actually, you know what? Let's just go and fight this guy. Why not? Because this, I think, is the last thing we needed to do on floor number 4. And there's also... Oh, wait. I was going to say, there's 2 more teleporters here. Like, I didn't just come through here. But before we do anything else, let's quickly have... Okay, never mind. My Pokemon is my loyal servant. Okay, buddy. What's your Pokemon? What do you have? You have 1 Pokemon, and it is an Electrode. Okay. Okay, buddy. Okay. I see you. I see you. I see your Electrode. I'm going to switch out to my Sandslash. I hope you don't mind. He just goes for Screech. That's not that bad as long as it doesn't explode. Sonic Boom. That's fine. That is a set amount of damage. I am safe. Now we just EQ and wipe out this Electrode. Fantastic. Okay, so Sparky goes up to level 37, Talia goes up to level 30. You know what, maybe I should have actually put a little bit of focus on one of my other Pokemon as well. Man, he really 180'd on his Pokemon in an instant, didn't he? Well, that guy sucks. Okay, don't worry, lady. I am on the case. Oh, and I just kind of does a round trip back to the top of the floor. Okay, a max revive, that's useless to me. An escape rope, that's also kind of useless to me. Another full heal, we can throw that on the pile at least. And what do you have to say? Shh, can't you see I'm hiding? Buddy, you were hiding in like a locked storeroom. No one was gonna find you anyway. Okay, so let's... you know, I'll be coming back to floor number 3 because I need to, because that's where the rival fight is. So I believe I was on floor number 6. I will fight that guy in just a moment, because I also want to just quickly check I've been everywhere else on this floor. I hadn't fought this guy. You dare betray Team Rocket? That implies I was on Team Rocket, so no. It's not betraying you if I'm not on your team to begin with. Okay, so, Sparky can... honestly... yeah, I'll let Talia just take a... I'll let Sparky have a little bit of a break, I guess. I know I said 37 or 38, I maybe shouldn't have given up immediately as soon as I hit 37. But hey, Talia can hopefully hold it down and get through these. Honestly, maybe if I'd given... No, never mind. I was going to say maybe if I'd paid attention to what the kind of EVs I'd be picking up are, maybe those could play a part. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't really trust myself enough with those. I am, however, going to switch back out and let Sparky handle this Golbat, because Golbat should give good EXP. I say that, hopefully we don't get hit by Hubris and Confusion. Breakthrough, thank you, Sparky. You are a very good Raichu. You are my big favourite right now. And that one-shots the Golbat. Fantastic. So, now let's quickly talk to the other people who were up here. Again, we aren't betraying you. We were never on your side. If you stand for justice, you betray us bad guys. You know what? Credit to him, he at least explained his logic. They must have targeted Silph for our Pokemon products. Fair. Team Rocket is trying to conquer the world with Pokemon. The Rockets came over and took over the building. That man next to me, he's such a coward. Oh dear, help please. Don't worry buddy, I am on the case. Also, I'm going to be totally honest, I've played through this game so many times, and I know that this guy says he's one of the 4 Rocket brothers. I'm going to be totally honest, I've never paid attention. I've never paid enough attention to actually notice if there are 4 people who say that in this area. There probably is, but I've never paid enough attention to actually find out. Okay, in comes, what's his next Pokemon? A Machoke. I mean, it's level 29. I have a 7 level gap. I can just Psychic it, I think. Okay. I'm gonna be totally honest, that Machoke kinda worried me for a second. Hang on. Sorry, just had to sneeze for a second. And yeah, that wouldn't have been ideal. Wouldn't really want that to, you know, pick up on Mike. That would have been pretty bad. Now, what's this? Calcium, that's another special attack boost, I think. You mistake me for a Silph worker? I mean, you do look like one, but I can't really be bothered. Look, if you're gonna throw Pokemon at me, I'm going to fight you. That's how this goes. Like, buddy, that's how this goes. You throw a Pokemon at me, I fight you. That's just how it goes. That's how Pokemon World works. Let's be real here. Also, thank you for not clicking Explosion turn 1. And I know that I can take one more Sonic Boom because, set 20 damage, you know? I'll live on 1, but I know I can't die to it. And I have an awful feeling he's going to have another Electrode. No, he has a Muck. Oh, that actually could be even worse. I'm going to switch out to Xiao here. I'm going to switch out to Xiao mostly because Talia is super low. Okay, Disable doesn't do anything, obviously. Now we're just going to have to Horn Attack this Muck to death. Actually, that didn't do too... That isn't amazing damage, but it could be worse. That's not too bad. Okay, that is 2 hits. I might have... If it lands a second Screech, I might need to switch out, though. Because I know it... Okay, so I'm at -4. You know, I'm going to risk it. I'm going to keep risking it, because I need 1 more hit. Okay, I went for Disable. 10 out of 10. Thank you, that muck. Thank you for playing very stupidly. So Pack finishes off the muck, and we can keep on going. Could have been potentially very dangerous there, but we made it through. Now, let's quickly patch up our Pokemon real quick. Just a quick little lemonade break for Tillia and Brute. And Sparky is probably still fine, to be totally honest. However, how close is Tillia to that level up? Sorry, how close is Brute to the level up? 814? Honestly, I'll put Brute out front. I will put Ivysaur out front because it's very close to evolving into Venusaur. Okay, so... Uh-oh, I smell a little mouse. I have 2 with me, actually. I have my Raichu and my Sandslash. Thank you very much. Okay, that is a Raticate. Okay, that's not too bad. I can handle that. Let's just put that to sleep real quick. It does outspeed and lands Hyper Fang. Okay, we live that fairly comfortably. So now I'm just going to Sleep Powder, Leech Seed, and Razor Leaf my way to victory. And then as soon as Brute levels up, I can probably just switch out and be safe. But basically what I'm going for with this is to try to get it to evolve. Mostly because I do want to have a Venusaur. I do quite like Ivysaur, but it's honestly my least favourite part of that evolutionary chain. And we have had Ivysaur for a good long while. So, yeah, I think it's time that we finally get Venusaur. And hopefully, that shouldn't take too much longer. It should be the end of this battle, hopefully. Okay, Raticate goes down, and we get 645 EXP, very nice. That's a Zubat though, so I'm just going to switch out for safety reasons, just going to switch out to Tillia and go for Slash. Actually, maybe I should have gone to Shao. Maybe I should have gone to Shao, actually, that could have been a play. And by that, I mean, if I evolve into Nidoking, it should have actually higher stats, so it might be able to take a hit a little bit better if I need it to. This is all me just kind of... this is all me kind of just trying to rationalize to myself. Just like, yeah, I can totally beat my rival here. Because I'm going to be totally honest, I am very lacking in confidence in my ability to actually win this rival fight. Like, if I win this rival fight, I will be very surprised. Like, if I beat it deathless, I'll be amazed. And here's the thing. If something has to die, I know what I want. Like, if something has to die, it's probably Tillia or Shao, unfortunately. Because Sparky is honestly too important to let die. And realistically, Brute is the starter, and I want to keep that starter alive as long as possible. Because I don't think I've had a starter survive the entire game yet. It's really dangerous here. You can't save me? You can't. Well, just watch, I guess. Team Rocket was after the Master Ball, which catches any Pokemon. It would be bad if Team Rocket took over Silph or our Pokemon. Okay. Because... You know what? I am gonna go and heal, I think. I think I need to go heal right now. I don't remember where the bed is. I know that there is one in the building. I think it's on floor 8 or 9. Like, I want to say it's on the 8th or 9th floor, but I don't know if I have to beat my rival first to get to it. So, for, you know, safety reasons, just as a little safety precaution, I am taking my time right now to just go and heal real quick. Mostly because, if I didn't, I would probably wipe out and die. Because if I ended up in a situation where I only had Sparky, I would just probably die, because I have no PP for anything that isn't Thunder Wave left. Okay, back we go. 10 out of 10. When I said this episode was going to be the Sparky show, I was 100% dead serious. Also, you know what? Just to show Team Rocket that we are genuinely dead serious, we're taking the stairs. We are taking the stairs all the way up here. That's how you know someone is serious. Like, you know someone is serious when they willingly take the stairs. As that's how you know. Okay, TM08, Comet Punch. That's not great. Okay, this guy's known the 4 Rocket Brothers. And now, what do you have, buddy? You have a Cubone. Okay. Okay, Brute Root should easily be able to handle this one. So we raise our Leaf and take out the Cubone. That probably does one shot, actually. 10 out of 10. And what is your second Pokemon? Stats go up 60, 62, 50. Okay. So yeah, hopefully these go up to a, much better. Hopefully they go to a significantly higher stat line. I don't imagine they will, though. However, obviously we do have a good few levels left to catch up before. To catch up to Sparky, we have a good few levels here. However, we now no longer have Ivysaur. We now have Venusaur, which is very good and very welcome, and I am happy to have this final form of my starter Pokemon. Okay, so that is Venusaur. Big fan. Very big fan. And it doesn't learn anything when it evolves, but hey, we do now have a fully evolved starter Pokemon. Okay, its stats didn't go up all that much, and it still probably just dies in an instant if it gets touched by Flamethrower. But hey, that's good enough for me. Actually, you know what? Let's give Venusaur a first battle as well. Just in case. Watch as this guy now sends out a Golbat straight away. Like, if this guy sends out a Golbat frame 1, I'm gonna be so upset. So what do you have, buddy? 2 Pokemon? Okay, you have a Sandshrew. That's good. That's very easy for me to beat. So now we just raise our Leaf, and that will absolutely one-shot. So there goes Sandshrew. And what is your other Pokemon, buddy? Also, 577 experience isn't bad. Okay, and a Sandslash. We might even go up to level 33 from this. But yeah, whatchamacallit. Yeah, that Sandshrew gave quite a lot of experience. I know that Trainers Pokemon always do give more, but that was honestly quite surprising just how much more it gave. Okay, that is the 5th floor. So let's jump back up to floor number 7 and quickly just make sure we've done everything else here. I believe we have. So now let's put Sparky back out front before we go and check out floor number 8. We are now most of the way through Silph Co. I do intend on trying to get through all of Silph Co in today's episode, so this one may end up being a little bit on the longer side. So, okay, that's as far as you'll go, apparently. Okay, so what do you have, buddy? You have 4 Pokemon. Leads with a Racket, that's level 26. Sparky is 11 levels higher. So now we just land that T-Bolt, and that should just one-shot. I don't know what happened here. Hang on just a second. I think something's broken. I think something must have broken because it is doing it's doing one sound over and over again. Huh. I don't know what's happening with that. Okay, I'm going to quickly pause the recording just to see if I can fix that. Okay, so it appears to just be doing the Thunderbolt sound effect over and over again, and I don't know why. I made a save state here and loaded the state just to try to see if that would stop it. It paused the sound effect and the game kind of paused itself. So I can only hope that the sound effect will end when the battle does. Because if it doesn't, I might have to do a hard reset on the emulator, or I don't know. I can only I just need to hope that it works. Okay, so that guy apparently didn't have enough grit, and no, okay, yeah, I'm going to make a quick cut because it's just playing that sound effect over and over again, so I will be right back.